Welcome to the Worldly Show.
Here with your host, Elizabeth, Sarah, Lauren, Spencer. And this season's episodes of Voices of the Worldly, featuring the Idiots Unleashed series. Backed by popular demand, these folks bring their own brand of hilarious and outrageous commentary. So please, sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Worldly Show. You're here with your host, Elizabeth, Sarah, Lauren, Spencer, and brilliant broadcast technician, Mitzi Banks. And today we have our two favourite panel members, Ahmed and Jethro. They are here to talk about the current state of the government of the United States and a recent headline concerning Planned Parenthood. Let's listen in and see what they've got to say.
Who we got here today? Ahmed, is that you?
Ahmed is present that time, huh?
Yes, I'm so glad you made it. You've been quite busy and you did make time for me today.
I make time for blondes all the time, huh?
It's not that kind of time. You know, there was a very recent development with the Speaker of the House resigning unexpectedly, and that has many implications. Two things came to light, for me anyway, which was avoiding another government shutdown, a U.S. government shutdown, and the whole Planned Parenthood thing. Did you hear about that?
Ahmed hears that people don't want to stop prevention of children, yes?
Well, it goes deeper than that. Apparently, Planned Parenthood has been exposed for selling baby pots.
If Ahmed forced to have children, you have 500 by now, huh?
So you're a supporter of Planned Parenthood then?
Ahmed supports many things, but Ahmed also supports payoffs, huh? Just get the money and do the little hospital visit, huh? And, so the scrap and scrape and fucking done, huh?
Well, apparently it's not just scrap and scrape. Apparently they're actually being very careful when they extract this baby tissue, fetus, embryo.
Ahmed is not told about fucking tissue, huh? Ahmed just said process done, huh?
I realise that, and that's why I bring it up to you, because you probably haven't seen this side of things. I certainly hadn't. And I was quite shocked to learn that they were actually selling these things, let alone to whom they were selling them. Did you hear about that? That they're selling them to Pepsi via their research company. Did you hear about that?
Ahmed hears about, the toys being sold as humans, yes, huh?
But drinks containing embryonic cells or a derivative of such. Your soda possibly has, an unborn...
But if you've been to fucking Riverside and drank water there and survived, it's fine, huh?
I was stunned to learn this, and furthermore, not only was PepsiCo involved, I mean, perhaps this is old news for some, but with the resignation of the Speaker and then the Planned Parenthood issue, this came to light, and to discover that such a company and Kraft and Nestle and other large food manufacturers...
Ahmed likes chocolate, huh?
Well, I did check on the list, and chocolate products were not one of them thus far that I could see.
No, Ahmed really gives a fuck either way, huh?
You would still consume one if you knew it had,
Ahmed talks about candy all the time, and when it comes to actual true candy, Ahmed would like that too, huh?
Yes, because we've talked about candy extensively, but...
Kinda hard to get fucking Godiva in Egypt, huh?
I did not see Godiva when I was in Egypt.
That's right, so you get what you can fucking get, and the chocolate Nestle fine.
But they did have Nestle. They did have Nestle in Egypt, but, they had this chocolate ice cream that was amazing, and, anyway... another story. But
Ahmed is fine with fucking candy bars, huh? You don't have to talk about your fat shit, huh?
Wait. My fat shit? Is that what you said? Let's get the record straight. Elizabeth Sarah Lawrence Spencer is not fat, nor is Mitzi Banks, just in case anybody was wondering.
No one really cares about that dumb bitch, that's fine.
I think you do, because you speak about her quite often. I guess she just kind of brushed you off then, huh? Is that what happened?
No, I can just start wasting time on the retard, huh?
Maybe that's why your signals keep going in and out, because you've called her so many names. Anyway.
That's fine. I could visit her sometime, huh?
You take care of that on your own time.
She would never know, huh?
You know what happens between you and Mitzi is going to stay between you and Mitzi.
And one day she doesn't show up to work, you'll never fucking know, huh?
I won't know unless we've recorded this and we use it as evidence.
Ahmed like Phantom, you never find, huh? Oh, just kidding. I don't kill her, huh?
Of course not. That's good news. Aren't you glad to hear that, Mitzi? Okay, well anyway, what do you think about this impending government shutdown? Once again, we're at the wire. We've got a few days and they don't have their act together, and how many government wackos are going to be affected? Hundreds of thousands.
The United States does an excellent job of showing fucking unity, huh?
Well, as someone familiar with workings of the U.S. government...
I can go to Washington and not tell her to shut down because it's always shut down, huh?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's closed right now. This is just politics, right? Usual politics, do you think?
Ahmed thinks that there's always problems with the money, and the people that wear suits get upset about things and they make decisions, huh?
So, it sounds like you really don't care either way what goes on.
The more things that are shut down, the more people come out to play and sell candy, huh?
So it works out for you then?
Oh, lots of people will sell candy, huh? The government shuts down, and special things happen behind the scenes, huh?
I think it's beneficial to you. In fact, I think you find the benefit in pretty much any impending doom of sorts.
Oh, God forbid the fucking government shuts down and Ahmed can't pay taxes.
Okay, well, thank you, Ahmed. If you don't mind, I'd like to hear from Jethro on some of these issues.
Jesus Christ, I got a lot to say.
Well, then please do.
Well, I'm just so upset about the government shutdown. Everyone's paying attention to the Pope coming over here from Japan. And I just don't understand why everything is not focused on the shutdown of the government of the United States of America, established 1776.
The Pope is from Japan. Okay, Jethro. We're just going to leave it at that. So, what do you think about this Planned Parenthood issue?
Jesus Christ put people on this planet to have babies and to populate it just like China.
Uh-huh. And so you think we're doing a good job of that then?
Well, pretty much, except for the welfare problem.
Welfare problem? What can we do about that?
Well, ship people away somewhere, I reckon, but I don't think that's going to happen because the government's about to shut down.
Well, okay, and we've had issues with trying to ship people out of this country to begin with anyway, right? I don't know that that's necessarily viable, but one of the solutions might be if we maybe curbed the population before it even got to a place where they needed welfare. What do you think about that?
Well, genocide's usually a quick solver for problems.
It really is, but I'm thinking that might not be the best solution.
I guess I'm just a little angry, a little fired up about the state of things. So maybe I'm not seeming passionate about these tree-hugging hippies that want the rights to get rid of the children that are actually the future of the United States of America.
So, you're against Planned Parenthood then?
I'm against anything that doesn't want every child to have a right to have a life.
Okay, well that's...
Even if it's a crack baby, at least they are born, you can put them in a circus.
So you're just seeing the silver lining on everything, it seems. Well, let me tell you about this then. We were just speaking with Ahmed about a very revealing story about Planned Parenthood selling baby pots, women who've had abortions, and this organization taking those remains and selling them for possibly a profit and having it end up in your food that you buy at the store. What do you think about that?
Well, that's what they get for being whores.
Oh, I see, Jethro. Okay, so you're okay with cells of terminated fetuses in your food?
Well, first of all, I don't buy traditional food. I usually do my hunting.
Oh, well, I suppose you wouldn't need to worry about that then.
You're not going to find the Gerber baby inside of a goddamn deer.
I don't suppose you are. Well, you've shown a unique perspective, Jethro. I'm always appreciative of your point of view. So, did you have anything else you'd like to comment on? Either the government shutdown or the use of embryonic cells?
I don't think the government's going to shut down. I think everything's going to be fine. That's a smokescreen to let the terrorist attacks so we can get them.
You think so? It's just kind of like a lure of sorts.
A lure, yeah.
Lure, not a lure.
Sure.
Okay, so how's that going to work? Like we're distracted with this or something?
The government is a well-defined machine, and we really can't speculate on the secrets that they have to maintain to make the machine's wheel spin.
So you just have a big faith in the government, and it's doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and they know what they're doing. Is that right?
I have faith in George W. Bush and that the government will prevail.
George W. Do you know who our current president is?
This is the guy that nobody really cares about, I know that.
Clearly you are one of those that don't care because I don't know what you know his name. Shall I inform you?
I don't know what I'm talking about him.
Okay, so you kind of want to reminisce about past governments.
About times when they were good, the United States was strong, and the Taliban was on the run.
And when was that?
Well, I guess it was a while ago.
Maybe what? What year would you say?
It was a year that this country still had balls on it.
So that year's passed.
About a decade.
So about a decade. Okay. Well, do you have anything that you're looking forward to of our government that might be coming up? Something inspirational.
I'm looking forward to world hunger ending.
World hunger ending. And do you think the U.S. government can accomplish that?
No, I don't, but I think Donald Trump can.
Donald Trump! Oh, that's interesting. Okay, you know what? I think we should save that topic for our next show, when perhaps we can discuss all the candidates and their positions. Is that something you might be interested in?
Sure, most of the positions they should have is the other way, going home.
Well, thank you, Jethro. I am looking forward to your opinions on that subject.
So that's our show for today. Thank you for listening. And please tune in next week when we continue with Ahmed and Jethro's thoughts on the U.S. presidency. See you next time.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Voices of the Worldly. Please note that any opinions expressed here are strictly those of the panel members and do not necessarily reflect those of the Worldly Show or its host. Further, all characters are fictitious and do not represent any real person living or dead. See you next time.